Hi everyone, welcome to the collaboration hosted by RachandBella Crafts Show Some Style JJ 2023, and I'm Steph from Hilltop View Journals, and I'm really grateful for you stopping by just to see my interpretation of a couple of the styles that Rachel has challenged us with. Here is the list, and there I am. I'm on the 26th there. You've still got some amazing crafters and artists to demonstrate how they see the styles that Rachel has challenged us with. And just as a reminder, we are working on Botanical, Vintage, Shabby Chic and Steampunk. So the way I've tackled this collaboration, partly because I'm still very new on YouTube and learning about filming and editing and everything that goes with having your own YouTube channel. I found it quite difficult to scale it back to be able to show you what I've made in one straight video. So what I've done is, this is the introduction video where I'll just give you a flip through of what I've made and my interpretation of the styles. And then I have uploaded just a couple more videos where I show you what I went through to make what I'm going to show you tonight. And if you look on my channel, there will be a playlist with the hashtag Show Some Style JJ23. That's what the playlist is called. And there you'll see some videos broken down into the various stages. So you can pick and choose what you want to watch, if you want to watch it at all. If there's anything you're interested in that you see in this very quick flip through video, and I would love for you to have a look at what I've done and post any comments and obviously some likes if you do like what you see. So what have I chosen to do tonight? Well, I started off with Steampunk and Shabby Chic, and never done Steampunk before, never done Shabby Chic before, but I thought, well, out of the two, I'd be most comfortable with Shabby Chic because, you know, I like a little bit of lace and a bit of pink, and, you know, I looked it up on the web, as we say, us oldies, and so yeah, I think I'll be alright with that. So Steampunk's really going to take me out of my comfort zone, and Shabby Chic I'm just going to crack on and play with. And I had things in my mind of what I wanted to do, because I'd previously been working with a lot of pink, so I didn't really want to go pink, and I just felt the need for green, maybe because of spring. I don't know what it was, but I wanted to do green. So that's what I had in my mind. And I knew Steampunk was going to be nice and grungy, so I obviously had a plan in place for that as well. Anyway, let's catch up with what I've done, and I'll run through what happened. So I have made 2 mini journals, and I think you'll be able to tell straight away that hopefully you'll be able to tell that this one is the Steampunk, and this one was supposed to be Shabby Chic, but it's not Shabby Chic. It's a lot more like Botanical. And that's what I ended up doing, and that's what I was drawn to, and I couldn't get away from it. I couldn't escape the need for green, and so I changed my mind. So that's what I'm going to show you now is how I tackle these 2 projects. I've got a few observations about my 2 makes, and I made a lot of mistakes, which I have left in on the video so that you can hopefully learn from them. I've tried to give advance warning as the mistakes are coming up, so you don't listen to what I actually say, because most of the time I did realise my mistakes after I'd done them, or when I came to try and do something else and thought, oh, damn it, that's not going to work. But it was a lot of fun doing these 2 projects. I've loved both. Steampunk most definitely challenged me because I didn't have a clue, and I did rely on the 12 by 12 paper pads for a lot of it, just to give me some inspiration. because I didn't have anything to hand before I started on this collaboration. Botanical, this just made me feel comfy and at home, and I was really happy just playing around and just trying to bring out my own touch to the Botanical feel and the style. I have to say, looking at my previous work, I don't think I've really worked with styles before. I'm more sort of thematic based. I pick a digital kit I like and I work around that digital kit. So this collaboration has really made me think about the different styles, particularly the ones that Rachel has brought out. And I'm certainly going to be a lot more aware in the future. Right, let's crack on with the flick through. So this is my Steampunk, and the first thing you'll see here is a detachable coin envelope, and this is probably the one item, and similarly with the Botanical mini journal, that I've not followed one of Rachel's 100-day challenge, the 100 days RAB tutorials, because I followed 49 dragonflies, and I just happened upon one of her videos one day and thought, oh yeah, that would just work really well on my journal, so that's what I've done. So you'll find a link to her tutorial on this coin envelope. Hers is a lot bigger because it goes inside the journal, but I've obviously made mine to fit the front cover. Really simple design. I've made mine out of a masterboard, and I've done a simple closure. Just got a little bit of a picture on there from Rachel's digital kit. Added some cogs, and on the back then just a couple of labels and another image that I framed. I've cut these out of 12 by 12 pad, and in a couple of the other videos I show you the pads, and that'll also be in my Amazon link so that you can have a look. And inside I've just got some simple ephemera, just a letter, very simple in here. I probably could fit a lot more actually, but seriously ran out of time on the collaboration, so I've just used some of the images from the 12 by 12 pad. So that's the front, and it's not attached, and I like that actually, because I think it's quite interactive when you have things that you can remove and put back again. The first video in my playlist for this collaboration is the actual base of the journal cover, and I did follow a tutorial by GCare on that, and again you'll find a link to her tutorial. She used A4 paper in a digital kit. I've used A3 card, I can't think of the word now, it's brown cardstock anyway. And that's probably one of the first things that I've learned, that actually the design or the layout of the mini journal doesn't suit the thick cardstock so well, so it's a little bit difficult to close the journal. So that's my first learning. Anyway, we'll move on. So I've got a front cover here, and you'll see that I've done some mixed media work here. I've used a 12 by 12 pad there, added some cogs. Again, the link to that set on Amazon will be in my list. And here is a scrappy cluster that I made as part of one of Rachel's challenges. And as we go in, so this is the other front cover, and again one of my scrappy clusters. This is a die cut that I've sprayed some distress inks on, and I've used images from Rachel's I think it's Ertaili kit. It's either that or it's the Welsh ephemera kit. And the backing then is from the 12 by 12 pad. And inside here I've covered it with, as you can see, a steampunk theme, and I've included a page of funky fish from an encyclopedia, which I thought was quite steampunkish, and a couple of tags that I made again with one of Rachel's challenges on using a masterboard and mixed media, and then I've just embellished them. And yeah, I really like them, and I've really grown to love this style. Actually, I've put a really simple journal in here, and that's why I'm calling it a mini journal, because it's, you know, it's not like a normal sized journal. It's only got a few pages. That image is from Tracy Fox, and I'll make sure that I link her Etsy shop in my description. And again, I've used the paper pad there, just done a little bit of embellishing, a bit of gold, what's it called? Oh, I got it here. Metallic gilding polish. That's from Amazon. And inside I've used one of my scrappy clusters as a tuck spot, and these are frames from Amazon, and I've used Rachel's kit with the image there and just one of the tags in the paper pad. And I basically just put some different papers in there, and I did originally, you can see here she's almost got half a face, and you can see the images there, and I did actually add these as tabs, but when I close, I thought I'd left plenty of room, but when I was closing up the journal I realised actually they interfere with the closure, so that was another lessons learned. But it's funky, I don't mind half a face, but next time I would certainly do that differently. Just got a little, I used the holes there that were from the original piece of paper, and I've just added one of Rachel's digital kits, jazzed Mam Gee up there, or Nana, or Granny as we like to call Mam Gee. Very simple. Use some digital kit, use some tea dyed paper, again encyclopedia page, that's a digital kit. Just very simple journal just to make notes in. On the back cover then of the journal I've created another tuck spot, and there's Mam Gee again. She still looks quite miserable there, even though I tried to add a bit of bling to her. There's the key, and I just loved that card, so that went in there. So and I really didn't want to cover these because they're just so rich in detail. They're just lovely, and they were very inspirational, I have to say. Really helped me out. The pocket, it's a very small pocket, and that's from Tracy Fox, and that's from the 12 by 12 card, and this is from Rachel's kit, and I've just made a simple frame around it and just did a little bit of embellishing. And actually it was really fun working with these family images. I kind of thought of them back in the 1800s, and being, I don't know much about history, but I just imagined them working really hard in the industrial age. The middle of the inside, I've got another pocket here, and I've made, if I just take these out, I've made a really simple 3 pockets there. Well, it's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are from when I was trying out the stencil for the front cover. I just did it on some brown paper and on the cardstock there. Got a little scrappy cluster. Again, this was from my mixed media masterboard, and something from the digital kit. I was trying to work out what that actually was, and I think Vele Brevar Heath. I don't know, I think it's something musical, but I forgot to look it up. Here is from Rachel's kit, and it's a coin envelope, and I think I've got just a picture in there. I think that's all I got in there for now. And I've just embellished it with obviously the steampunk style. And it was a lot of fun, even though I'm not really into the the whole sort of people with wings, but I don't know, as I was working with it, I thought, yeah, I think that's really cool, and I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed putting the clusters together and just having a little bit of fun. And here I've just used a bit of a paper ruffle and some images from the 12 by 12 cardstock, which, you know, was great fun. I've used one of the images, one of the digital kit envelopes, and in here I just had a bit of fun with some distress ink. And here's a hymn sheet, Welsh, which is great. Loving the Welsh ephemera kit by Rachel. So that's that one, and this then is a journaling card which I've backed with I think that was a Victoria design. I just had a random sheet of paper in my stock, so I just added that on the back. And this is the mixed media board, and again I've sort of played with some wings and an image of a boy there, which and I really enjoyed putting those together. Really good fun. And in the back there, that is a plan. It's from my husband's work, some scrap paper that I just tea dyed and put that in the back, because I thought that was quite industrial as well. On the side then I've got a little pocket here, and just made that frame, and I've again made more frames for photographs, which I really enjoyed doing. I thought that was a lot of fun, and I think I'm going to do a lot more of that in my work. And this is from Amazon and Rachel's kit, Mavanoi. Here I had a couple of leftover pieces from my mixed media board, so masterboard, so I just decorated that. That's with the scrappy cluster and that little cute little boy, so cute. And oh, I just love that. I mean, it's got like a skeleton on this, was kind of creepy, but I don't know, that floated my boat quite a bit, that one. And again just used the tags that were available with the cardstock. Coming around then to the back, I was planning on doing something on the back as I have done with my botanical journal, but honestly I ran out of time and I just couldn't finish it, and I'm quite glad, because I think it would have made it a lot more bulkier. Because I've used cardstock on top of cardstock, whereas on my botanical journal I've used digital kit, which have been printed on paper, so it's a lot slimmer and not so, I don't know, I can't think of the word, it's just really stiff. So yeah, next time I probably wouldn't use cardstock if I was going to make this style journal again. But I'm really pleased with how it's turned out. I thoroughly enjoyed the steampunk experience, and I will definitely make more journals with that steampunk style. So I have to thank Rachel for that challenge, because I thoroughly enjoyed it. And on to my botanical. So exactly the same base. I think the only difference is on this one, it opens out that way, and on this one it should open out the other way, but we'll have a look now. No, hang on, yes, that's right. So that's the front there, so that opens that way and this opens this way, so this is the opposite side and the larger of the two front covers. And again, that's another thing that I learnt on this project, the size of the front panels. If I was to make this again, I would make them larger. At the moment, if you can see, if I just pull this one off, if I pull off the coin envelope there, you can see it's quite short. And whilst I like that, it really limited the inside pocket. So yeah, I probably would make that longer next time. But anyway, here's my coin envelope, and this probably sealed the deal when it came to swapping my style. Because when I made it, I realised it didn't look shabby chic at all, even though that's what I was trying to do. It looked very much botanical. So yeah, that decision was made, and I love how this turned out. I actually haven't added that much botanical ephemera to it, or embellishments I should say, but to me, it feels botanical. The colours, the rich green and the yellows and the browns, just, yeah, it just really, it speaks to me, and I love it, even though I've gone with white and beige, which I struggled with at the time, because I was trying to do shabby chic, but yeah, it just didn't happen. It's got lots of frills on it, which isn't my style either, but anyway, I had fun. And then this is the back. All different types of fabric. And whilst I'm talking about fabric, I just wanted to mention 3 shops that really helped me out with this challenge and collaboration. Calico Kate in Lampeter. Link to the website will be below. What an amazing shop. 12 full rooms full of fabric. I thought I'd died and gone to heaven. I'd never seen such a place before. I never knew that place existed. So Calico Kate, what an awesome, awesome place. Angie Beaumont, there'll be a link to her Etsy store. She's UK based, and she sent me loads of packs of different lace, because obviously I was trying to do shabby chic at the time, so I felt like I needed lots and lots of different lace and frills and spills, as I like to call them. So she really helped me out, and she put together packs based on what I wanted, which I thoroughly I was just so happy with. They're just lovely. And Betty and Ivy, again, Jill from Betty and Ivy, she really helped me out. I told her what I was struggling with, what I needed, what I was doing in the collaboration, and again, she put bespoke packages together of lace and fabrics for me as well. So I've got to thank those 3 shops. Links either to Etsy or their websites will be below for you to have a look, and please do check them out, because they provided an awesome, well, not just service, but they really supported me in this collaboration. Okay, so this is exactly the same layout as the Steampunk, slightly smaller because it went on a smaller front, but I've used the same techniques, and again, I haven't put too much in here, only what I had time to make, and it's just one of the background. So I did the same masterboard background with the same mixed media techniques, and I just obviously just different colours. And this is one of Rachel's digital kits, which is a Gymraes. I should really have got some translation before coming on, but I didn't. Okay, right, so that's my coin envelope, which sits on the front, and I've used a detachable piece of fabric because I absolutely adore this fabric. But again, another learning element to this was I kept on forgetting about the closures, and I thought about them way too late into the project, which then affected the options to me, and that's one of my recommendations, is think about the closure right at the very beginning. This then I did some stenciling with super heavy gesso directly onto the front cover, which was a little bit scary at the time, but I loved how it turned out, and I'm happy that it's really plain and white, and I just like that feel. And then I added this lovely trim on the side. Very simple design, but I just think when you add that and that there, I just like the way it looks. So that was my interpretation. And again, exactly the same as the Steampunk, I've included an encyclopedia page of these beautiful butterflies. And this is from the digital kit. I've just backed it onto coffee dyed paper, and just a couple of items from the kit. And here is a pocket and a scrappy cluster made with Rachel in one of her tutorials. This is from the kit, which is the Royal Welsh Factory in Newtown. Lovely place to visit. And I've made some scrappy clusters, which you'll see in the other videos in my playlist. This is a belly band, which was one of Rachel's challenges. And this is an envelope from the kit. I forgot to put something in there. That's a bit of a die cut. Love that, just so beautiful. It just makes me feel happy when I look at it. So yeah, I'm really happy with this style. Oh, and then so the front and back cover, this was franking paper, again one of Rachel's challenges, 100-day challenge I should say, so I added that as the cover to the small journal part. And I just got one of Rachel's pockets from the kit there and a scrappy cluster. And this was a mixed media tag, and I've put one of my scrappy clusters on there and made it into a little pocket. And then I've used photographs from one of her kits and just made some botanical looking frames, botanical style frames I should say, so they just fit in there like that. And here I've used Welsh Bible paper and tea-dyed paper, some music paper, lovely sounding vellum paper, a letter from the kit, and here's some vintage, original vintage ledger. So yeah, so very, very simple, not too bulky. And again, there's the back with Rachel's Shades of Spring kit there, and that's Letters of Love kit with just some scraps. I was going to add something on that page, but it was getting too bulky, so I had to stop. I had to stop somewhere. This is removable, and again, this was one of Rachel's challenges, and it's got a hidden, so it's a pocket, and it's got a hidden journaling spot, so you sort of open it up, and you can do some journaling inside. So I just love that. So that's why that is not secured in. I could have glued the back, but I just thought it's nice. It's nice to be able to take it out and write on it. And this is from the Beatrix Potter kit, and I've just made just used book pages to go around it. And oh gosh, I think that's from the flashcards kit. And these were this card I've made from just scraps, and this one is from the masterboard, and got some mixed media on there and my scrappy clusters. And just back to tea dye. Coming onto the pocket, I've used one of the belly bands that I made from Rachel's challenge, and in here I've made a frame. I think that's from a kit actually, that frame. And I've made a couple of frames on these images again. Just put some simple flowers on there, and that's from the kit. And I've just put Kofi on the back, so it's sort of turned it like a green colour. So if you do use digital prints and then you put coffee or tea on them, then they'll always give you that sort of green colour, and I like that. So yeah, so that's what I did to turn a lot of the imagery into a more botanical feel. So I'll just try and put that in there carefully. This is a front cover of a sheet music book, which I absolutely adore. So, and because of the colours, I just had to include it on this. I've been hoarding it for so long, but it went on there, and I'm really happy with this. So I just think that looks lovely, and I also like the sort of contrast there between that. So I thought that went really well. And then on the back, so this is a removable piece. And this again was one of Rachel's kits, one of Rachel's challenges, sorry, where she showed us how to make this one piece item with pockets made out of book pages. So if I just take those out, so you can see a little bit better there. So you can see I've used the same book page, and then I've just strengthened the sort of stepped elements there and decorated it with some tickets from the Welsh Ephemera kit, and it's just backed with one of the digital kits, and used some fabric. And then this was one of the cards I made from just scraps I had left over. This was another one of Rachel's challenges, and it's a lovely tutorial, and I think it's based on one of Roxy Creations tutorials as well, so it was great to follow along there. And it's just made from vellum, and it's just like a mini ephemera holder, so I've got lots of little goodies in there. Could probably put a lot more in there actually. And just one of the just some leftovers from one of the kits that I've backed on music paper. Oh no, actually that's the digital kit, and one of my scrappy clusters. And this again is from the masterboard. So pretty much a lot of Rachel's 100-day challenge. So please do go over and have a look at her tutorials. We're about halfway through now, and there is a playlist in my description, so you can have a look at all those. So amazing, just absolutely amazing. And basically those challenges have just inspired me to make these 2 journals. And that's it, folks. I hope you've enjoyed these very quick flip throughs, and please do go and have a look at my trials and tribulations in making these mini journals. And as I said, I did include all my mistakes, and some of them you're just going to be screaming at the screen, I think, when you say, oh no, don't do that, it's not going to work, it's not going to work. But you know, I had to go through them to learn, and boy, have I learnt during this collaboration. And please do check out the other artists that are coming up, and also if you've missed any of the collaboration videos, please do go back and like and comment and subscribe if you like what you see. And I really do hope you go and visit my other videos and just have a look and have a little bit of a laugh with me. And I'll hopefully see you very soon with a new tutorial. Thank you very much.